Good morning, and this is the Daniel Saul Show, where you will witness sports talk and debate from yours truly, Daniel Sauls. Well, there's only one more thing for me to say. On this show, your passion meets truth. And I'm going to say this right here, and I want everybody to understand where I'm coming from. I think you will. And Canelo, I'm talking to you personally right here, right now on this show. If you're going to fight a nobody, you might as well retire, damn it. You might as well retire because nobody wants to watch you fight nobodies. They want to watch you fight David Benavidez. They want to watch you fight Terrence Bud Crawford, and they want to see you fight Jermall Charlo because Jermell you just beat. Jermall's the real guy in that division. You need to fight Jermall Charlo. That would be the fight. David Benavidez is the biggest fight you could take right now, and you don't want to take it because you're too scared, and you'll only do it if you get $55 million. I don't even believe you'll do it. You need to prove to everyone that you're not so scared. Because if anything, this is going to diminish your legacy and your resume. If you are scared and you keep dodging these fighters, go out and fight them. It's better if you lose than it is to be scared and dodge them for the rest of your career. Is Canelo ducking the opposition? Yes. Yes, he is ducking the opposition. If you don't know who Canelo Alvarez is, he is one of the best pound-for-pound boxers in the world today. He is around top 3. I have him number 2. He openly announced that he will be fighting on May 4th of this year, 2024. And there's about 3 competitors that the entire boxing community loves and wants him to fight. Not only will these competitors in this fight, or any of these fights, make him tons of money, but will make the boxing community happy. These 3 competitors are David Benavidez, Jermall Charlo, and Terrence Crawford. David Benavidez has been wanting to fight Canelo for such a long time. And Canelo just won't. He won't do it. He won't fight David Benavidez. He came out and said a long time ago that he doesn't want to fight Mexican fighters because he represents Mexico. To me, that's a BS excuse as to why you don't want to fight the number 2 fighter in your division because you're scared that because he's in his prime and he's knocking people out and destroying people left and right, you don't want to get in there with him. Seems a little suspicious. But recently, Canelo came out and said that unless there's a $55 million deal or offer that exists, he's not going to fight him. And to this day, there's no $55 million offer that exists. So if you're not going to fight David Benavidez unless you get $55 million, to me, that just seems like you only want to take the fight if you get a lot of money because you know you're going to lose. Because if you get dropped or if you get exposed on live television, pay-per-view, at least you got $55 million, right? I mean, that's kind of common sense right there. If you don't get $55 million, you're not going to take the fight because you know you're scared. If you weren't scared and if you knew and you were so confident that you were going to win, it wouldn't matter how much money you get. You would go in there and fight him just so you could prove the whole entire world and the boxing community wrong. But you know you're going to lose. That's why you're too scared, and you'll only do it if it's $55 million. And I believe even if they do give you a $55 million deal, you still won't take it because you know good and well you're going to lose. And I know that you don't want to lose again. I know you don't want to lose again. You lost to Floyd. You lost to Bivol. You don't want to lose again. And to be honest with you, I don't know why you care because your legacy is cemented, my guy. Your legacy is cemented. You don't need to do anything else in your boxing career. You have 50-something wins with 2 losses and like 2 draws. You have an outstanding resume. You're a top 10 boxer in the history of the world. What do you care if you lose one more time or if you fight a great fighter? Because you could easily win this fight too. You're the number 2 or number 1 pound-for-pound boxer in the world right now. Fight this man. You don't need $55 million. You don't need that. Boxing is all about the fans and what the fans want to see, because that's how you make money. Tickets being sold, pay-per-view buys, all of that stuff. And now we're going to go on to Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford, to me, is the number 1 pound-for-pound boxer in the world. He just recently beat Errol Spence Jr. about probably 6-7 months ago, and he beat him pretty brutally. He knocked him out. And it wasn't just a knockout. He punished him. He landed 58% of his power shots. Do you understand how great that is? Do you understand how hard that is? Terrence Crawford, to me, is the best boxer in the world. His defense is outstanding. His power is outstanding. His precise accuracy is outstanding. Everything. The counter punches, everything. He is an overall talented boxer, and he's number 1 in the world. I think a lot of people believe that. But his last fight was at 147 pounds, which is a welterweight bout. Because he's welterweight, they have asked Canelo multiple podcasts that he's been on. He has been asked if he will fight Crawford. And he came out and said he doesn't want to fight Crawford because it's a lose-lose situation. He has nothing to win and everything to lose. Because, and what he's saying makes tons of sense, but I'll get into that later. Because of this, Crawford's a welterweight. He's got to go up to 168, right? What is that, three or four weight classes that he has to go up just to fight him? So he's the smaller guy. So going into the fight, Canelo is supposed to be favored. If he wins and doesn't knock him out, then you were supposed to knock him out. Why didn't you knock out a welterweight? What is going on? Blah, 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 blah. If he knocks him out, yeah, you were supposed to knock him out. Let's go to somebody actually your size. Oh, but if he loses, he lost to a welterweight. He lost to this guy. He lost, he should have won. What is that going to do to his resume? That's why he doesn't want to fight him. And I get why. I get it. I understand it. But I would understand it more, and it would make more sense if he was an upcoming boxer, like a Devin Haney or a Ryan Garcia or a Gervonta Davis, where they're still freshly new, for example. Like, not new, but they're like, Canelo's been in the game for so long. It's almost like he has 50-plus fights, only 2 losses and 2 draws. To be honest with you, he lost to one of the greatest boxers of all time, Floyd Mayweather, debatably the greatest. Okay, Bivol, he went to light heavyweight, just didn't seem to be great there. So then, he lost in that fight. But the point is he lost 2 fights. What is one more fight going to do? His legacy is cemented, as opposed to Devin Haney. If Devin Haney was to go and lose some fight, it wouldn't be too bad, too. Like, it wouldn't be too bad either, but it would be worse if Devin Haney lost a fight, or if Ryan Garcia lost another fight, or if Gervonta lost a fight, versus if Canelo lost a fight. You see what I'm saying? Canelo's already done this for so long, he doesn't need to prove anything. Devin Haney still has to prove stuff because he won't fight Gervonta Davis. Same thing with Shakur Stevenson. If Shakur Stevenson went and lost a fight, then, what's going to happen? Is he even going to fight Haney now? Is he going to fight Ryan? Is he going to fight Tank? Like, what's happening here? That's the difference. Because then their names would be in jeopardy. Everything would be in jeopardy with their career. Canelo's already done everything he could possibly do. There's nothing else he can do. He's already a top 10 boxer. His legacy cemented. There's no point to complain if you lose again. And then we're going to move on to the next fight that he should fight, and that's Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo is the twin brother of Jermell Charlo, which was and is the 154-pound undisputed champion. Okay? Jermall fights at middleweight and can fight at super middleweight, which his last bout was, I'm pretty sure. He did beat Jose Benavidez Jr., but it wasn't by a knockout. And Jose Benavidez Jr. was a welterweight, so kind of same thing right there with the Canelo and Crawford thing. But Jermall Charlo had he dealt with mental issues and personal problems, so he took 2 years off, and he came back. And not a lot of people want to give him credit, especially Caleb Plant. You don't want to give him any credit, which is kind of bogus. But Jermall Charlo played, he played it right, and he fought a really good fight. He looked mechanically sharp, especially when, Jermell didn't look too good against Canelo. It looked like he had ring rust, but Jermall looked really precise. Jermall was hitting perfect shots, had great combinations. The only thing I'd say with Jermall is that he didn't have much head movement, but that's not really Jermall and Jermell's style of fighting. That's not the Charlo way. They don't fight like that, right? So I feel like in a whole, Jermall Charlo fought really well. Do I think he could beat Canelo right now? No, I do not. He needs more training. But if he takes it seriously, he has a great chance of beating Canelo. But Canelo has the advantage in this fight as well. So to be honest with you, this would be the only fight I see Canelo taking out of those 3 guys. Wait, hold up. Before this video ends, make sure you go like, turn on post notifications on as always, and comment. Let me know what you think about this video. And if you want to see more greatness and more amazing takes from me, Daniel Sauls, make sure you go subscribe to my channel, because I'll be back with another video for y'all guys very soon. Peace out, y'all.